All right, first of all, bam. Do you see these fingers? Look how cracked they are. Cracked. Cracked. Split wide open. They bleed all the time because I'm always touching cardboard and bags and bread bags. And I'm just going to let it go and get into detail. If it seems like I'm getting into too many details, then so be it. It's a rainy day. I wish I could have done this outside, but I can't. It's a rainy day, and it just would have kept landing on the phone, getting it all wet. So first, I'm going to start, and if you don't like someone talking and getting a little emotional about something, then if you can't be adult enough to handle a swear word here and there, then I'm sorry. You know, you probably watch all kinds of violence and horror movies and whatever, and if you don't, then blessings and congratulations. I try not to either. I don't really enjoy any of that stuff anymore. Long story short, I don't want a tangent. I have to make a video and I have to call out names. Whoopie ding dong. I'm gonna say, you know, Alan, you know, Rob, Scott, Terry. They're all great people. I have nothing wrong with them as people. I have nothing wrong with Lori or Laura or Lauren, whoever called me today from Giant Eagle. And Jamie, he's a good guy I met today. You know, it started off a little off foot, but you know, he listened. So today's just one of those, for instance, days. I mean, I could go into the details of the kind of stuff that causes problems. You know, they lock you out of the building now. Like, I get done at a certain time because I don't have a merchandiser anymore. No, that's nobody else's fault. It just happened last week. It's what happened. So now I have to go to Walmart in the morning and stock it for 2 hours. And I drive out to Union City from Edinburgh, which is a half-hour drive there. And I end up coming back in the afternoon, which is an hour just driving. So, you know, and they don't receive afternoon, and neither does Giant Eagle. So I split it up so Giant Eagle got Tuesdays and Fridays, and Tops I go to every day because they order their Tops bread from us. So there we go. And I don't mean to be dropping names, but I'm just being honest here. So, you know, I go into a place, I order all kinds of stuff, and if you have to ask them, go ahead and ask them. Like, Bimbo is the name of the company, and I have nothing wrong with the company or any of the people in it. I just don't really like the fact that, you know, everyone's, if you really think about the fact that you're putting dead animals on the buns that you're eating, you know, that first of all, I feel silly doing it, but I have no way to get out of it now. I own it. And when I had my experience, I might as well say that, yes, I have had an enlightening experience. It's not that big of a deal to talk about. In fact, I know just about any answer to any question, and I'm not saying that because I think it's a big deal. I don't think that highly of myself. I know that I tell the truth, and I know that I'm honest, and I know that I care about people. If that's a bad thing to know about yourself and tell people, I'm sorry. You know, I'd be as honest and as true to any person, anybody I meet, everything that I encounter. But that I'm also going to be honest. I reflect you back to you. If you come up to me like, I'm just going to be like, you know, you listen to yourself talking to me, and like, and they're like, and people don't even see themselves. And when you say like, you're not even talking to me like a person, and they go like, and they get defensive of how offensive they were. It's weird. So let me break it down. I went there today. I loaded the shelves, and it was 9 o'clock by the time I got done because, you know, first of all, you know, this is one of those days where we didn't get many cuts today, but most of the time we get a lot of cuts. So if I get cut, I can't put it on the shelf because I didn't get it from the company, and I did order it. So sorry, can't help you there. I mean, you can get mad at me all you want, but it happens all the time. All the time. It's the truth. Not an excuse. The truth. So then I get to Walmart in the morning, and there's 2 docks blocked by, you know, their trailers, and one has Pepsi there, and one has a Walmart truck, and you know, I had Walmart's on the back of my truck, so I can take it off first at 5 in the morning. But both docks are covered, so I have to wait until they leave. They're both there for an hour and a half. My next stop is out in Union City, so I'm not going to drive all the way to Union City and then come back to Walmart later so that I can get yelled at for not having the shelves full. So here's a paradox that I can't help, but I'm just Mr. Nice Guy and I keep my mouth closed. Okay. So then I go in, I stock the shelves, I hurry up, get done, and I get out to the other place. I have to do carryover reports too, like I care how many muffins are left or how many bagels are left, you know. I'm not trying to put it down. Enjoy them, eat them, whatever. But if they're not there for you to get, don't cry about it. We're people of convenience, and if we don't get our convenience, we're inconvenienced by not getting our conveniences. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but if I order something and the business that I go through doesn't send it, I can't do anything about it. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry because I'm not. I love you. Actually, you can eat less. You know, and here's the truth. I'm a great example. The way people eat 3 meals a day or even 2 meals a day or meat, period, you're not getting any nutrition from it. People are telling you that so that you eat it, so they can farm it, so they can sell you more. We think about it. We live in a world that uses GMOs, that tries to get you to take prescription drugs, that wants you to buy all the stuff that you shouldn't buy because, you know what? They're feeding you the poisons. You're walking around poisoned. And I know this because right now I'm having coffee with some turmeric in it. You know, whoopee-doo. It's not. It's about the farthest I go. I don't have anything else than that, and I've kept my body clean, so I am an example of what I'm talking about. Like, I keep my body clean, and I haven't touched anything like that for 3 years. And it's not because I'm trying to say, ooh, look at me. I'm just the example of, I know how great you feel and how full of energy you are when you don't stuff yourself full of food so that your body's busy being poisoned by the GMOs, by the artificial sweeteners and all that stuff. And you hear this all the time, but you don't take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously, and I didn't until I had to, because I had a spiritual awakening where I experienced everything. Being animals, being molecules, being everything. And I know how absurd that sounds, and I'll tell it to everybody. I'll tell it to everybody and be honest. I can't hide the fact that it happened. Why would I? You wouldn't either. And it doesn't mean anything to me. I could care less if I live or die now. By doing the right thing, the system took my kids because I stood up for myself and said, I did the right thing. My ex is dating a drug dealer and I don't want my kids around it. And you're going to take them away from me because I'm trying to make sure I see my kids more so they're not with her. And because she paid you, you'll make sure she gets them. This is before now, but now it's the way it is. And she still doesn't like me and I'm just supposed to go, ah. Okay, my older kids, they spent so much time away from me because I was working and working and working and working to pay child support, and I had an apartment, and they could come every once in a while. The way it is when you have a broken up family, not because it's what I wanted. I was trying, you know. It's not like I ever stopped trying, and I loved, and I had my heart open, and it's like that doesn't matter to anybody because if they don't know you personally, they don't take the time to know, and like. People won't even take the time to listen to this whole thing because they don't care about Dan as a person enough. Like, I don't care about Dan as a person enough because I see the people in his life could give a shit less about what Dan is. You know, I care about what every living person is, their living essential being. That is what is important. I can help you become better. I can heal you and you and you and you, everybody. I can. I know how. I could teach you how. I could show you how. But if you don't believe I can, then you don't believe you can. So then you won't be able to. And I'm not going to spend my life trying to prove anything to anybody because it happened to me so that people that are ready to wake up can. And if they want to go around like I'm still doing this job because I own it. It's not that easy to just say, yeah, I'm just going to quit this job. I have this truck I have to pay for. I have a $100,000 route I have to pay for. All my money goes to that. I don't even pay myself. And if people think that I'm supposed to care that they sold all their blueberry muffins and they don't have any apple cinnamon bagels, like, well, I don't care. I don't care. Congratulations, you sold out. You made money. And they're telling me, I'm trying to make money for my store and my boss. Like, good for you, Boy Scout. You know, like, I'm not trying to put you down, but if you really think about the fact that you don't need to be doing any of this, and behind it all, the only reason any of us are doing this is because the government makes us pay taxes, and we have to pay for our houses. But now we know of enough people who could build houses, and if they liked doing it because they love helping people, they would do it without having to charge us if they weren't being charged, and if the people charging for the wood didn't have to be charged. Now we're at a point where we could work together like that. Everything else in nature works together like that. We don't because we have egotistical people who are greedy and run us. And if you just say, yeah, that's how it is, and then shake your head and go, I got to go sell some stuff at Walmart, or I got to go work as a secretary somewhere, and you're just going to live your life telling your kids to do that, you're a disgrace. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You're a disgrace, and you need someone to tell you that. You need someone to wake you up a little bit. You know, I went from 255 pounds to 170 pounds. Whoopee ding dong. But I'm ripped, 4% body fat. I could show flexing muscles. I'm not all impressed about people that are ripped and strong. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean jack shit at all. Nothing. What are you going to prove? I'm stronger than you. I'm tougher than you, and I can punch hard. Yeah, I went all over the place because a lot of things need to be addressed, and people are too chicken shit to say anything about it. I say it like this because I try to do the soft approach, but nobody listens. And when I tell you weird stuff like I've died many times, and I'm not afraid to die for what I believe in, I mean it. So what? It doesn't make me crazy. It makes me that blunt. I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. Doesn't mean I'm going to put myself in harm's way for a stupid cause. I'm here to help, truly. If people don't want to help, then fine. Go ahead. And when I tell you that I could help you heal yourself, it takes your involvement. I could tell you what to do, but you have to do it. I could tell you how to work out, and you have to do it. I myself made my own routine after I had two bulging discs and a ruptured disc, and they said I needed surgery or else I wouldn't be able to work or walk right, I'm in better shape now than I've ever been, and I made my own routine that doesn't use weights, that you remain as strong, even stronger, by doing my own routine that I created without watching, without doing, being out in nature and feeling my energy. That's how I did it. And because I really did it myself, I don't need to prove it to anyone because I'm my own proof. And if anybody wanted to do it, I could tell them how, but they have to listen. I could tell you how to contact the universal, whatever you want to call it. I say God, but if you want to talk to the universe or, connect to your higher self, like those are levels of it. I've gone farther than that. And I'm not afraid to say it because it's the truth. So, and I can tell anyone who wants to know about it. But they'd have to sit and listen with an open heart. If they sit there going like, I want to prove this guy wrong, all they're going to do is waste their own time. And if you want to get in shape, if you want to eat right and be healthy, you keep watching TV and listening to things that people are trying to sell you. But all they're trying to do is make money off you. I'm trying to save you, everybody. And this includes everybody at work. The reason I'm staying there is because I got to start where I'm at. They don't care about the fact that they don't even talk to us about the stuff. They change it, and then we say, hey, this isn't working right. Can we go back to it? Nope. The big guys with the money changed their idea, and they said it's for safety reasons. Safety reasons, actually, they're way less safe. And I could show you, but you don't care enough to even listen. You just say, that's what they say. It's above my pay scale. Because no one takes their job seriously until their boss is breathing down their neck saying, what's wrong with this? We've got problems here. Like, let me tell you, I'll tell your boss the same thing. Because I love them enough to be honest with them to say, your job means jack shit. My job means jack shit. My truck could blow up. The whole thing could go up. Guess what? We'll all move on and live tomorrow. It's all fine. Everyone who didn't get their bagel today will be just fine. Everybody who didn't get to eat their dead flesh on a hamburger bun is just fine. And they should probably go for a walk. Sorry, just saying, to be honest. Not trying to be rude, but it's the truth. If you've been eating meat, you need to clean yourself up because, hey, guess what? It's not agreeing with your system. No matter what you think, it's not. Anyway, I don't want to go too far into anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm being honest. If we don't live in a system full of people who tell you this is how it's got to be, and if you don't like it, we'll send you to jail for speeding too fast or, not paying your taxes. But you could heal people, but if you don't pay taxes, you're a bad guy. And we're listening to that from people who have sex scandals and, all these lies and these things that they talk about each other. And we just watch it like a TV show. And we just go, duh, I'm done being dumb. I'm done letting people be dumb around me. Why would you want to? Don't you want to wake up? Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now because I love you guys and I don't want to take too much of your time because it's a beautiful world. Go out there and enjoy it. All you guys in the companies, and I'm talking about Walmart, Giant Eagle Tops, Bimbo. I love you guys. I have nothing against any of you for what you're doing, but you got to realize that you're taking the wrong things too seriously. You are. And if you don't want to hear it, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest with you because none of that matters. What matters is that you're here, living and breathing. So take a deep breath and chill the out. Okay? I love you guys. Peace.